Welcome everybody to the Realm Leagues Round 2. Today we're coming at you with WSE versus Aetherium here in a Little Leagues battle. I am Hockey, joined alongside my wonderful friend here. How are you going?
What's good, Hockey? Today's been a beautiful, wonderful day. I'm ready to see some brawlhalla.
Yes, sir. Brawlhalla gameplay. We're gonna see some amazing matches here. In case if this is your first CB or league battle, I should say. So how this works, we start with a simple 3v3 best of 3 2 stocks player rotation. Then we move on to a 2v2 best of 5, and then if needed, a 1v1 tiebreaker. So yeah, we're still in the banning of the maps. Looks like we're gonna go to Miami Dome for this first game here. And well, for Team Aetherium, we got Diaper Sniper, Dango, and Primal versus Team WSE. I believe that the blank username is supposed to be a heart.
Yes, his
Yes.
name is a heart on Steam, but obviously that doesn't show in game, so it's just blank. But he is legit. He's not higher elo than the Little League 1700.
Yeah, and well, I guess their past names just to help us, identify them. We just call them Kaizen, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
Kaizen school.
Big Bro Kaizen, yeah. And I think it's pretty fitting that after the most recent patch, there's no axe players in this lobby. Which is very nice on my eyes, because I was very tired of axe. I'm glad that it got nerfed.
Yeah, man. As an axe player myself, I'm kind of sad about it, but man, I mean, playing Taros, man, I felt disrespected in that patch, low-key. I played Taros and Macho Man. Those were my two highest, and man, Taros got a nerf, Ogrim got a nerf, Axe got a nerf, bro. It just was targeted all over me, bro. Like, felt targeted here, but getting back into this game here, I mean, Team Aetherium, Team WSC, these guys, they're right now going pretty even. You know, it's anybody's game. We're waiting for the first stock to fall. It's gonna be Diaper Sniper taking this one. Yeah, it is on player rotation.
Oh.
Maybe he doesn't know.
Oh. And me personally, I would take the kill. All's fair in love and war. But Diaper Sniper, being a much more honorable and respectable guy than me, waits for Kaizen to get back. And so far in this game, Kaizen has been playing much slower than Diaper Sniper. Diaper Sniper has been looking really confident, but yeah, as we can see there, Kaizen's kind of just wasting a lot of his options in the air, trying to bait his opponent out. It works that time. He gets the Sair punish, but unfortunately, he's letting a little bit too much damage build up before he can close out this stock. There we go, that should be it. But he's got a little bit of a damage deficit. But with Cannon, though, if he catches a lucky dodge, he might be able to get a free stock and bring WSE back into the game.
Most definitely. And you got, I mean, this is a Sidra. This is Sidra, yeah? I almost got confused because I saw the Onyx in the lineup too. I was like, is this double Onyx or is this a Sidra? So it's actually a Sidra. It's a crossover. I don't know the crossover name, but it's a Sidra.
The Arbiter.
Oh, right. Arbiter.
Yeah, it's from Halo.
Yeah, forgot him. But, yeah, I was gonna say, you know, Kaizen here has the cannon, so, you know, definitely could get a good big string going. You know, top back up the damage. And, you know, right now he's kind of chilling on this red health right now. I mean, Diaper Sniper isn't getting, you know, any confirms or anything, isn't getting anything big started. And Kaizen's just, you know, playing around with this cannon, just trying to stay afloat, trying to get some damage done. I mean, even though you know, taking the stock right now, it's pretty hard to do, but you know, setting up for at least your teammate coming in to at least get something and be able to clean would be pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and Diaper Sniper's having a hard time closing this out. I think that should be it right there. He throws the weapon. I think it would have been more effective to keep it and then wait until he burned all of his options getting back. Unfortunately, Kaizen's able to get back, but he gets the Sair punish there. And the lead is not as big as it once was. So Kaizen definitely did a good job there on their last stock, closing that lead. And yeah, it's completely even now.
Yeah, like I mean, closing leads. you know, Rose, or unknown Rose, I'm just gonna call him Rose, I guess, you know, was able to close that lead as well too, tying it up once again. It's an even game. It's anybody's game here. And once again, another cannon coming in from WSC. And for Aetherium's side, we're going to be seeing this King Knight here coming in from Dangu. It's just kind of a moment.
Yeah, I'm really
Right now,
excited to see Dangu again because the last time I saw them fight, they were going crazy on the lance, but it seems like they almost SD'd there, but luckily they were able to come back.
yeah.
In terms of the gameplay, we're definitely throwing out a lot more options than I was seeing in the last fight. A lot of floaty gameplay, but I think playing slower, honestly, makes the neutral more, it makes it more scary. It's hard to punish floaty players in this meta because you have a lot of defensive resources, so you really just have to try to catch landings when people play like this.
Yeah, all out there. And right now, while WSC, you know, is kind of at the deficit right now in their 3v3s, Aetherium definitely has the lead going. What a nice unarmed downstage GC that, yeah, Dangu's gonna have the option of weapons. Interesting that he's sticking with the sword instead of the lance, as like you mentioned. You know, he was going pretty crazy on the lance last time we saw him, which was like last week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of just honestly playing around. I mean, he has the lead right now. You know, I wouldn't go for this approach because you know Rose could definitely tie this one up, but you know Rango's feeling a little confident, I guess. Just decides to go on arm off stage, and somehow it just gets the damage and you know makes it back.
Yeah, Dangu throwing out some pretty interesting options. Pretty unpredictable gameplay here, as is really all I can say. So I'm not surprised that Anonymous is having a hard time adapting, because I've definitely seen very few players play like this before. But Dangu's making it work, and it's really interesting. Yeah, lots of weapon throws up into unarmed gameplay. I don't know exactly what his plan is, but he's getting damaged, and Dangu has the lead for his team again.
Yeah, I mean if it works, man. Like why change it? Dangu, I mean he has a lance now. Hopefully he can close out this stack here. That would be great. For Team Aetherium, you know, starting off in this game here. And then the key thing to look at, I mean, WSC kind of has a target behind their back when it comes especially to the Little Leagues, because they're only playing in the Little Leagues, but not that as well too, because they're the champions of Season 1. So, you know, everyone got their eyes on them. Everyone's kind of gunning after them. So it's always interesting to see WSC in these CDs here, and to see their performance in this Little Leagues here. But I mean, getting back into the game here, we're seeing WSC on their last two stocks here. We have our last player, which is Akuma, I believe.
Yeah, Akuma.
He's not on Akuma, folks. He's on Nakaya. But yeah.
Yeah, Akuma playing the neutral really well. Dangu is trying to go crazy off stage there, but Akuma just defends themselves, and it seems like the off-stage play isn't really going as well this time for Dangu. Akuma's kind of holding their ground a little bit more when it comes to the off-stage interactions, and definitely garnering a little bit more respect than Dangu's last opponent.
Yeah. Dangu currently, you know, kind of deep in the red here for his last stock, but I mean, he's putting in the work. He already took the two stocks from Rose there, and well, he's still getting some extra credit in there. I think he can make it back. Yeah, he does touch.
Yeah, Bob said that Dangu mained unarmed for a whole year, which is why he plays like this. And that makes a lot more sense, honestly, because I was very confused.
I honestly thought he was just trolling.
Me too, exactly. But him maining unarmed is kind of crazy. That's like, I mean, it seems like he's developed his own style of playing the game so that he can have more fun. And I mean, that's really all games are about at the end of the day.
100%. You know, it's really rare you would meet someone that mains unarmed. What? Like that's like a one I haven't heard in a good long while. Because nobody really does that. I mean, there's some people that might just like, you know, do an unarmed challenge or something, or just, you know, would try to like work on their unarmed and stuff like that. But actually maining unarmed is pretty crazy to me. But it showed, you know, that Dangu, man, he was with a weapon or without a weapon, he was still pretty solid. So yeah. But getting into the game back again. Akuma versus Primal here, the last for Aetherium. Akuma definitely has a task at hand here. Does catch a dodge. It's a nice little 3-piece, and that's it. You know, the Spear's kind of putting in work. It's definitely doable for WSE, but Akuma just has to step on the gas a little bit, which he is doing. And he's definitely not getting hit as much. Kind of spoke too soon. Primal's going crazy. Hits a triple T-light there. But okay, Akuma finally takes out the stock, and he has the bow in hand. He has... Never mind, the spear in hand now. And has to just kind of get a perfect stock on Primal at this point.
In all honesty, I think he can do it because so far, gameplay-wise, I feel like Akuma has definitely been playing the best so far. And I think it'll show in the games to come, even if WSE doesn't necessarily win here.
Yeah, 100%. So let's see, I mean, you see Akuma just kind of playing it back as much as he can. Ooh, goes for that down save. That was pretty risky there. Primal, though, makes it back. I mean, he has the stage control.
Yeah, he went for the all or nothing play with the D-Sig, and honestly, I kind of respect it because if it hits, it's pretty much game over and they win. But you know, he whiffed and he didn't really get punished for it, so I understand. At a like deficit like this, when any mistake can get you killed, I understand going for a big risk like that. So GG's.
Okay, so it's 1-0 in favor of Aetherium. So, yeah, this is a best of 3. So if Aetherium wins this one, that's gonna be it for the cruise. And we put that up on the board for them. But we're gonna see here. I'm interested in seeing what the switch is that's gonna be coming in for Team WSC. It looks like we're already seeing that Akuma's gonna be starting off here. I think we're ready. So Akuma's gonna be starting off here, and then Rose is gonna be going second. And we're seeing Aizen going last there, anchoring. And yeah, no cannon coming in from Team WSC. So that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we also see swaps coming in from Team Aetherium. I believe the Koji from Primal, and also the Ezio Hyper Sniper.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's switching up their legends here, which is shocking. WSC switching makes sense because they were on the losing side that game. And I'm glad to see Akuma on the Orion, because I think in this new meta with the Lance buffs, Orion is a top 5 legend in my opinion. His SIGs are amazing. Spear and Lance are now, well, Spear was already good, but now Lance is usable. So I am definitely interested to see what he can do here. And he has the gold force, which means he has a little bit more knowledge than most.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, yeah, I mean, looking at this game right here, I mean, you see the Lance is kind of somewhat overpowering Diaper here. Okay, just clean stuff coming in. I mean, he is blowing up the damage lead right now, which is great for WSC. You know, you don't want to go down 2-0 in the cruise. Kind of looks a little bad, especially from the champs, man. But we're seeing Akuma switch over now to the Spear. Probably looking to get the KO here very quickly. Maybe a delight save, delight recovery. And I mean, like you mentioned, Orion has some great signatures, so we're going to be seeing some signatures here.
Yeah, Akuma definitely garnering a lot of respect on the battlefield at the moment. He was landing with a lot of aerials on Lance, not really getting punished for it. And then on the ground, it seemed like he was getting punished more often. So Diaper Sniper definitely seeming to be more of a grounded player. Yeah, playing on the ground, just trying to catch these landings and whiff punishes, and the flowchart seems to be working. If you can confirm this edge guard, it'll be a quick stock, but he sidelights in the opposite direction, unfortunately. I think that was a misinput. Luckily, he's able to get back to stage, and here shortly, someone is going to have to die.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy downside to lead to the KO, and that was a pretty late stock, I'd say. About 1 minute and 30 seconds it took to take that first stock. You know, I mean, Akuma did have the damage lead, but you know, Diaper was able to quickly tie that one back up. And you know, right now Diaper is looking for the KO, and he has a sword in hand. I was about to say a dealer recovery is going to be it, and it does confirm that KO. And it's even as can be right now. This first interaction of Akuma between Diapers, like.
Yeah, Diaper Sniper is still playing really well on the orb. His seems like it's the weapon that they favor. They threw the sword away, which I was pretty shocked by. But it kind of makes sense, especially if they're going to be playing into the lance, because sometimes you just need that range in order to fight back against lance, because such large hitboxes. But they're going pretty much even right now, both throwing out attacks. Nobody seems to really be punishing the lifts all that consistently, but Diaper Sniper has a slight lead here, but really it can go either way.
He can. Really punishing that down sig there, throwing out the side sig. Yeah, it, like you said, it's been kind of going back and forth, you know, Diaper gets a hit, Akuma gets a hit. It's been going kind of like a seesaw in a sense. Yeah, it's really even this round number 2. So I guess the swap, the switch up of the order definitely worked out for Team WSE. Akuma though, kind of the weaponless, picks up the lance now, hits a nice end sig, well placed, well timed, and finally gets that Diaper Sniper out. And now we're gonna be seeing maybe a brief lance diddle. Yeah, a brief lance diddle here. Dango versus Akuma. You know, Team Aetherium right now, they definitely have to clean out of Akuma's stock here. So he doesn't get too much extra credit done, and definitely doesn't build a lead here for WSE. That's something that Aetherium definitely doesn't want right now. Especially if you want to take this 2-0, you want to clean this stock as quick as possible.
Absolutely, yeah. Akuma definitely getting some good damage here. It seems like he's not really picking up onto Dangu's habits so far. He's kind of just going for these punishes still, but it seems to me that Dangu is jumping every single time he misses an attack, but it's too late for him to adapt anyways, because Dangu catches the unarmed recovery for the KO, not letting his opponent get too much damage for it. And yeah, this weapon throw up playstyle is very interesting. He really enjoys throwing his weapon a lot, and it doesn't seem like his opponents are all that good at punishing it. Rose looking a little confused here, not really able to get many hits in. He gets a D-Sig though, and if he can keep him unarmed, which he doesn't, then maybe he could have extended that a little bit longer, but Dangu really just walking down his opponent and just getting a clean edge guard. This should be a stock here, but he sells the edge guard and lets his opponent get back. I was expecting a ground pound there on the edge, but the dare was a little bit too slow.
Yeah, I mean, Dangu's playstyle is definitely interesting. I mean, okay, he finally gets that Seer to get the KO there, but you know, this weapon throws, it's definitely throwing off Rose here. And it would definitely throw me off. I mean, like, when you go into a match, you're not expecting your opponent to just throw their weapon up every time and just go for unarmed combos. Like, you would expect them to either, if they're picking up Roland, you would probably expect maybe some lance, maybe some sword. No, this guy goes for weapon throws up, and then he just goes for unarmed combos. And, you know, the crazy thing about it is, you'd be like, oh, you think it's not working, but it is. It's working. So it's definitely catching Rose here off guard. And you know what? Somewhat Dango reminds me of, I mean, his weapon throw consistency. Kind of reminds me of similar to Pier. I don't know if you have seen like Pier gameplay, but Pier with his weapon throws, man, he goes really crazy. He hits them on point, especially edge guarding. Yeah, he hits those, man. He really hits those.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some Pure gameplay, but I suppose I never realized, and I definitely didn't, if it was at this frequency, I definitely didn't realize. And me personally, if I was fighting against this, I would probably just try to bait out the weapon throw and then weapon starve, but it seems like that game plan isn't really working that well for Rose because they weren't able to weapon starve. Dangu picks up the sword and immediately gets the D-Sig off the top, which will kill. And now I think he's just going to drag this out as long as possible in order to build up some damage for his team. And Aetherium is looking pretty good to get the win for the crew battles here.
Yeah. I mean, this second game going really well for them. Dango definitely an MVP of this cruise here. You know, weird playstyle or not, I mean, he's definitely getting the work in. I would say though, compared to the first game here, Dango, you know, definitely didn't get too much of a lead here on Kaizen. So we're going to be probably seeing a pretty solid 1v1 between Primal and Kaizen here. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, what's going to happen.
Yeah, Kaizen really making optimal use of that axe there, pretty much waiting until Dangu used all of his options and caught it 3 times, I think. So yeah, now he's looking pretty good against Primal. Qatar is extremely good in this meta, and honestly I think Bo is too, but I don't know who the better player is going to be here. It seems that Kaizen is landing with a lot of aerials that Primal's trying to bait out, but he's not really getting the punishes, and he's not really avoiding the dares as much as he's trying to, it seems. And yeah, Primal stock is taken away, and somehow WSE is in the lead now.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Qatar is coming in clutch for Kaizen. Definitely a nice string-based weapon. You know, you can build some nice damage pretty quickly here. I mean, you're just seeing that right now. Kaizen is kind of going crazy on Primal, and Primal is just not getting the right openings. He's not getting anything big started. And it's getting concerning right now for Aetherium, especially because their lead that they had is quickly dwindling. I mean, it's already dwindled. Damage is, well, I guess it's different, but it was tied up just a moment ago. And the stocks are different for sure.
Yeah, Kaizen keeps getting these reads on Katars, and Primal's trying to punish this playstyle where Kaizen kind of just floats and lands with aerials, but he's not really getting any punishes in, so Kaizen will just get first hit and then extend 1 or 2 hits with these Katars reads and just is slowly building up the lead. I mean, if Primal can get that kill here, then maybe he can somehow bring this back with like a Gimp mix stock, but I don't know. He's already in red, pretty close to kill percent, and 2 Ragnar Sigs I think will get that stock done with.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Primal, I don't think the bow worked too well against the Katars. So maybe the sword, you know, would show some signs of life. Definitely just probably gotta wait for try to see if we can get some punishes, and you gotta play it really careful right now. And that's what exactly Primal is doing. You know, he's getting the hits in, he's getting the 1-2s. I mean, he's not getting hit, he's getting those punishes in, and right now it's looking pretty solid. He swaps over to the bow now, maybe looking for a little bit more damage and then look for the KO probably. But it's really close. I mean, it looked like it was the WSE game there, but Primal definitely bringing it back here. Weapon starving now. Ooh, okay.
Primal definitely entering flow state on this last stock, playing some immaculate neutral. The recovery doesn't take him out yet. I honestly think he can still win this, because Koji Sigs hit pretty hard. The D-Light recovery doesn't kill, but any Koji Sig I think will be a KO. It can really go either way still. D-Sig whiffs, recovery whiffs. Both players just trying to throw out these kill moves. But Primal seems to be playing a little bit more patient, and I think that's going to... Never mind, I spoke too soon. He throws out the D-Sig while his opponent is still in the air and just gets sent flying to the other side of the map. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, super unfortunate. That was so close. But sadly, just Primal was unable to claim that one. And it's right now tied up. WSC takes the game in the 3s, and same for Aetherium. So this one's a tiebreaker. Obviously, it's the best of 3. So whoever wins this one is going to, yeah, get that point up on the scoreboard. And we're going to be moving on to the 3s here. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to be adjustment from Aetherium, because I felt like Aetherium, I mean, Dango kind of was the MVP there. He was able to get the lead on Rose. So it's going to be interesting to see, I mean, the adjustments made from Diaper and Primal. It looks like we're just seeing a legend swap here from Primal, from the Koji to Hattori. Definitely a great pick. Swapping off of the bow I didn't think did too well. The sword was definitely pretty good. And now, well, I guess having the spear. Oh, maybe they were thinking this. Okay, yeah, they're definitely rethinking things here. We're waiting for Team WSC to lock in here. And we're gonna get this third game on the road.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how Primal plays now that he's going first this time, because he played immaculately on that last stock while he was in red last game. Specifically on the sword, on the Koji. I'm shocked he didn't stick with it. He pulls out the Bodvar, which hammer is pretty decent. Obviously his sword is really good. I just don't know what Primal's hammer looks like. So fighting against Akuma, I cannot wait to see how this goes. And yeah, it seems for all of these games, both teams have been taking their time when it comes to the striking. I'm surprised they don't know which maps they want to play already, but they do have 60 seconds to choose, so making good use of that time for sure.
Yep. So looks like we're going to be getting into this game here very short. Just waiting for maps. They're taking their time for sure. Definitely taking their time.
Hey, slow and steady wins the race, you know? Maybe it's tech.
It's let's see. Getting into it here. Looks like we're going over to yeah, Miami Dome. You know, the first round pick, their team Aetherium was able to pick up the W there. So we're seeing Akuma made just a drip switch. Now he's gonna be on the Ryan. He's no longer on the was he on Black Knight before? I think he was on
Yes,
Black
I
Knight.
believe he was.
Yeah. So now he's just making the drip switch here. And what's interesting enough is Primal is gonna have this hammer now instead of the bow. Um, but yeah, I mean, no surprise, you know, throwing off the hammer already and just sticking with the sword here. Primal versus Akuma in this third round here. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, Kuma doing really good in this matchup so far. It seems like Primal is jumping a lot off whiff and is spending a lot of time in the air and neutral. And at the beginning of the stock, Akuma was just catching that with nairs and sayers. And yeah, Primal gets pretty close to stacked as well, which just doesn't work against Orion. He's definitely going to have to adapt here if he wants to get any sort of significant lead back. But the Orion matchup does not seem to be good for him. He's missing a lot of attacks and taking a lot of damage for it, unfortunately. Bodvar may have not been the pick.
Yeah, probably a little misplay here coming in from them. And that's kind of like the thing. I mean, you know, making these swaps here, as much as you're trying to like confuse your opponent, you're trying to like throw them off their guard and stuff like that, you know, you're unsure if it would actually work against these guys. So, I mean, Akuma here, you know, pretty stable with his picks. I mean, even though it was just a simple drip change, you know, this lance has been working and he's confident with it. And right now he has the lead for Team WSE here in the threes. And, you know, it's all a matter of fact about Primal here. If you can get this stock, he does with that side sig. But the damage difference right now between Akuma and Primal is still pretty huge. And Akuma is just looking for about maybe 1 or 2 combos, and he's looking for the KO here very shortly.
It is a pretty significant damage lead, but last game Primal was already in red when his opponent has a fresh stock, and he almost brought it back. So he might just play better under pressure. He has no options here. Yeah, he just gets taken off the side, unfortunately. It definitely seems like he wasn't ready for the Orion matchup because he got hit with a few D-Sigs that game. And it makes a lot of sense because the D-Sig on Orion covers a hitbox that most Spear players can't cover. Like usually Spear can't really hit you stacked to there unless they jump dare or they like backdash sideline, but Orion can just throw out a D-Sig and it's hard to react to if you're not ready for it. But Diaper Sniper comes in throwing out a lot of damage on this orb and is playing some pretty decent neutral so far. But as long as Akuma extends this lead as far as he can, then WSE should be having this in the bag.
Yeah. And you know, Akuma for start was definitely a good adjustment made by WSE. I mean, they brought it in for the second round and it definitely, you know, worked out in their favor. But it went really even against Diaper Sniper. You know, it was interesting enough that you know, Team Aetherium didn't put Diaper against Akuma here first. But I mean, finally, Diaper was able to take off Akuma's stock. But once again, the damage difference is still pretty large here. And we're going to be seeing Rose versus Diaper Sniper here. Rose also making the swap. Kind of forgot what they were playing. Oh, I think it was a Kaya, maybe.
Yeah, I think they were playing Onyx the first game, and then they switched to something else second game. I really don't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't remember too, man. But it doesn't matter. Those games are in the past. This game here, they're on the terrace here, the Roman Reigns to be specific. And we're gonna be seeing what this axe does here. You know, Diaper Sniper right now, he's able to build up some good damage here. That's great. You know, I would say a little bit more damage, and you could definitely start this one back up.
Wow, I am surprised that didn't kill, I'm not gonna lie, but the ground pound definitely will. These axe nerfs definitely taking effect because last patch, I honestly think the first Sarah would have killed, but luckily it took 2 and it still didn't kill. The ground pound had to come out for the confirm. And Diaper Sniper playing some pretty decent neutral here, trying to bring Aetherium back into this. And if he can take this stock here, then it'll definitely be pretty close to that. It seems like Rose doesn't really know what to do in this matchup yet. Diaper Sniper just walking him down with his sword and taking that stock away. And now the lead is pretty much non-existent for WSE. If Rose doesn't lock in here, the Diaper Sniper might just be able to turn this around.
Most definitely. I mean, Diaper Sniper put in the work, able to, take the lead away from WSE, like you mentioned. But not only that as well, too. I mean, he definitely has a good damage lead he's building and working on right now. But I mean, even after the patch, Chelsea is still pretty strong. You still got no signatures. You still got the down sig, the side sig. Still it hits pretty strong. So, and I mean, Axe in general, still pretty decent weapon. But that side sig, gets the KO, and that's unfortunate for Team WSE. Diaper Sniper just sniped away that stock, and now we're seeing Kaizen coming in here, well, on this Ragnar, like we saw in that second game. And yeah, Team Aetherium right now, they have a stock lead. And Diaper Sniper's, he's getting the extra credit right now. Definitely easing the pressure off of Dango when he comes in.
Yeah, Diaper Sniper playing immaculately. In the last matchup against Rose, he was really just asserting his dominance. I mean, Rose was playing like he was fighting a goat. He was playing like he had no confidence. Every single time he missed an attack, he was just dashing away, and Diaper Sniper would just walk him down and hit him. And Diaper Sniper continues to do this in this matchup against the Ragnar with a great edge guard. He misses the last dare there, but it doesn't matter because he's getting so much extra credit for this stock. I mean, just look at the gameplay. Yeah, he confirms it there with the dodgeball weapon throw, and Diaper Sniper looking like the MVP for sure.
I thought it was Dango low-key, but Diaper Sniper, he basically took 3 stocks in this last year. And he is still in it right now. He still he's still pretty decent. And I guess right now, just this sword is, Kaizen is just unable to, get anything big started here. And
I mean, yeah, Diaper Sniper's just activated his Conqueror's hockey. Basically, all of his opponents are afraid to approach him. I mean, he just has these guys sitting in the corner of the map waiting, and he's just walking them down. Luckily, Kaizen's able to finally get the KO, but I mean, at this point, unless Dangu really sells the bag here, I think Aetherium just wins.
Yeah. So, I don't know, it looks like Threes is going the Aetherium way. I don't want to call it too soon as yet, but it's looking pretty grim for WSC at the moment. I mean, Dangu's still going to be doing his unarmed shenanigans. And just going for his things, but I don't know, man. I don't know what's going through Kaizen's head right now, because it's I don't know what he has to do, man. He has to really lock in, because you got to take 2 stocks off of this guy, and no one has been able to get this guy figured out, man. He's just too unpredictable.
Yeah, at this point, WSC is, I think they're just giving their opponents way too much respect. I mean, they're kind of really not pushing any advantages, not really trying to pressure at all. They're pretty much just playing second beat. And that type of playstyle will work if you're in the lead, but when you're at a disadvantage like this, you really gotta aggress more and try to put some damage on your opponent to take away these stocks, because Dangu's just not going to walk into the attacks. He catches a side sig, and I think that's a win for Aetherium.
So, yeah, we're ready for the 2v2s here. 2v2 best of 5, of course. Team WSE versus Team Aetherium here. We got Duke and Dispirited for WSE versus K and Matsi. And yeah, we were talking about a little inside information. K and Matsi were playing rank 2s before this, so we know, at least from Ethereum's end here, they got some practice in here. And I mean, this composition here of the Onyx and the Chun-Li, this is definitely a strong team composition here in 2v2s. And well, for Team WSE here, they're gonna have an Orion and Onyx. Not too bad. You got the Lance instead of the Gauntlets here, so it's a pretty similar composition from either side here. And let's see what's gonna be going down with this 2v2s. I mean, what do you think is gonna happen here?
Well, I mean, like you said, both teams have pretty good 2s comp. As we can see, they're both rocking the Onyx. I mean, Onyx has been the king of 2v2s for a long time. I'm surprised that this legend is still viable at this point. So hopefully we get to see some crazy combos. Yeah, we see the Enlight into Ensig there already. I mean, almost taking him out of the game and just, wow. Like, these stocks are getting deleted extremely fast with these SIGs, and that's just showing the strength of Wu Shang, not just in 2s, but also in 1s. And right there we see Maddie hitting his own opponent, so that way they don't get punished by the enemy team, which makes a lot of sense, really. And they definitely seem to be developing some pretty strong chemistry here, going hit for hit and just racking up damage, which is how you're supposed to play 2s.
Yeah, most definitely. And right now, Team Aetherium has the lead, kind of. Yeah, they do have the stock lead. I mean, Matsi, you know, still pretty strong here on this first stock, but it might fall very soon here. I'd definitely look out for Key here. I mean, they're already on their second, and I'm kind of seeing like Red Team somewhat focusing on them. You see them already on Orange, so you know they already got out Matsi now their first stock, and yeah, there we go. Okay, that's good conversions right there. Oh my God, Kid doesn't make it back. And Matsi doesn't get the save in there. And just like that, I mean, we were talking about how Aetherium was kind of in the lead there. WC quickly team just went around, and that's just the beauty about 2s, man. The coin can flip anytime. Anytime.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, Matsi really enjoying throwing these SIGs out, which I respect. He almost got gimped there by the cannon, but luckily he was able to reverse that edge guard, and they might even get both here. Yeah, it's looking like it. Oh no. They let the opponent get back, but it's fine. The game is pretty much even. Stocks and damage are kind of close. Oh my, Matsi almost getting the gimp off the top, but luckily this map has high kill boxes at the top, so it's not something we get to see there. And yeah, it seems like we're just playing a lot of neutral here. Not too many team combos going on, but lots of trades and damage. It's just the slow build up.
Yeah, most definitely. And yeah, there we go. Dispirited second stock drops. And definitely for Team WSE here, you gotta look out for Duke here, because Duke is about to fall. I mean, he's pretty red here on his last. If anything, Duke, you just gotta try to, you know, play on the edge and maybe just try to avoid these attacks as much as you can. Because you know, you want to be alive there for your teammate. You want to be there to support them. I mean, to get it's in here and get, oh my goodness, but the friendly fire kid takes out Matsi. But at least it wasn't him though. But you know, similar to Duke's position, K is also deep in the red here on his last. So if anything, Matsi has to try to step forward here, because you know, if Red Team gets out K and then gets a nice 2v1 combo there on Matsi, I think it could be cooked for Team Aetherium, but it's definitely like in Aetherium's favor. Oh yeah, it's definitely in Aetherium's favor now.
Yeah, if I'm K here, I just start sharking. Yeah, I mean, really all you have to do is shark and stay alive and let Matsi take the lead, and that's exactly what they do. Because, I mean, as long as you stay alive, you're exerting pressure that your opponent might be hit by you, even if you don't actually hit them. And yeah, Red Team go ahead and takes a loss. They made it look pretty simple.
Indeed, I mean, that game was definitely really well. And we're seeing already a swap coming in from Team WSE. They're gonna be Duke is gonna be swapping from the Onyx. Oops. Okay. I heard oops. Okay, yeah. Duke made the swap from the Onyx. Definitely doesn't want that Ditto, I guess. I'm gonna be going over to the Machman, so we're gonna be seeing a double lance coming in from WSE here. And this Macho Man is pretty high, level 64. So I mean, no stranger to Duke, of course. This isn't a wild pick or anything. But Aetherium is up in the 2v2s. It is going to be 1-0, and it's a best of 5, so they're definitely, WSE does have some wiggle room. They're not on match point just as yet, but you know, they definitely got their work cut out from them from that first game. K and Matsi, they got what it takes, man.
Oh yeah, K and Matsi showing some excellent team chemistry here. I mean, it explains why they needed to warm up first, especially if they wanted to play like this. But honestly, double lance is kind of scary in 2v2s because they can throw out a lot of hitboxes, and especially for Matsi on the gauntlets, whose hitboxes just aren't as large, he may be getting out prioritized here. But it seems like they're taking the lead anyways. Duke already in red on his first stock, but he's getting a lot of damage out. Unfortunately, he hit his teammate off to the edge where he gets edge guarded and loses his stock. So yeah, K and Matsi just seem to be like the better team here in 2s, showing a lot of chemistry, and Duke and Dispirited probably just need a little bit more time working together. and understanding how each other plays in order to compete.
Yeah. And right now, I mean, Aetherium, they're pretty healthy. Not healthy, to say. They're looking pretty good here in this game number 2. We see K, they fell onto their second stock, but they were able to take out the first stocks from Team WSE here, and already get a pretty significant lead. So this is looking like a really good second game for Aetherium. Definitely not so good second game for WSE here, but well, during that little break where Matsi was out, Team WSE was able to get some nice damage on K. It was definitely beneficial, but once again, you gotta look out for Duke here. Duke, he's over on this Macho Man, and right now, I mean, he's deep in the red here. But K also joining him deep in the red.
Yeah,
but once again,
pretty much even at this point, shockingly.
Yeah, I would say it's even in the stocks, but Matsi, once again, the most healthiest on the field. So I wonder if maybe the strategy from WSC is probably just focus on Matsi, try to get Matsi out, because Matsi has just been living just too long, man. His K is already down to his last, and we got Team WSC deep in the red, and Matsi's now going down to orange health. Like, what's going on? What's going on from Team WSC? I don't know. Something's got to change though, because right now they are not in the lead. Because Team Aetherium just has that brief stock lead there, in which Matsi is holding.
Yeah, they're really just not getting all the follow-ups that they need. It seems like blue team is, Aetherium is getting more follow-ups in that regard. And Duke did pretty well on his second stock there. He lasted in red for a pretty long time. I mean, he ended up taking out K's stock, and it seems like K's actually about to get taken off the side here. And if they get the 1v2, then they'll be looking pretty good. I mean, Matsi doesn't even have 2 stocks anymore, and K's already in red, so really all they have to do is hit him with the SIG, and they have the 1v2, and yeah, he takes the D-Light Stare off the side, and unless Matsi clutches, this should be an easy win for WSE. Pretty much all they have to do is just go hit for hit with the opponent. Matsi almost getting the Gimp off the top, though. Luckily, this map also has high kill zones at the top, but I mean, shockingly, it doesn't even seem like he's really getting dominated. They finally got him in red. He catches the D-Light Stare, and that kills, yeah.
Red team wins.
Dispirited with the Spear D-Light is pretty scary. It seems like his D-Light accuracy is amazingly high.
Yeah, indeed. And well, it's going to be 1-to-1 right now. So, I mean, let's see what's going to happen here from... Oh. Looks like we're having a little banding problems.
Oh my.
Alright, so Aetherium is supposed to be banning, right? There we go.
There we go.
Get ready.
Still looking at face?
First,
Wrong this.
ZGA in the chat. I hope you're enjoying the clan battles. We have a pretty heated 2v2 match going on between WSE and Aetherium right now. Dispirited and Duke showing that they can actually fight back.
Yeah. I mean, this swap from the Onyx to the Macho Man definitely was good for them. And I mean, the games looked really closer, but I mean, the concern of Matsi's stock is still there, but they were able to focus on K there that last game, and then that kind of led them to the victory, because as soon as they had that 2v1 position, they were just able to focus on Matsi, both of them. Yeah, they were able to just claim that one. So let's see how this game goes. So far, starting off, it's even, man. Duke versus Duke and Dispirited and K and Matsi, yeah, they're going pretty even. But Dispirited, I mean, yeah, he's about to join Duke on his same amount of help here. But Matsi, what a wonderful recovery, takes out Duke, looks for Dispirited now. Yeah, they're unable to get the KO, but I'm sure the Spirit is about to fall here in a second. Yeah, Matsi gets that. Um, yeah, for your Aetherium, they're kind of up right now in this third game of 2v2s.
Yeah, I honestly thought that the Spirited and Duke were looking pretty confident. They got a clean little damage combo on the K at the beginning, but with the Onyx defense, it seems like they can't take out K's stock. I mean, yeah, he's in barbecue sauce. They finally get the ground pound, but Matsi really controlling the stage in this 1v2, just hitting both opponents and just getting a lot of damage out. I mean, Matsi is just looking amazing on the Wu Shang.
Yeah. You know, just Matt C is just able to, you know, kind of I don't know how he's doing it, but he's holding this stock really well. And just Team WSC is just unable to get him out. And that's kind of oh, I expected to. We got a Saren, but yo, it's definitely not good for WSC that Matt C is holding these stocks. And you know, it's concerning. It's definitely concerning, especially because you lost the threes and you got to take the 2v2s if you want to push this to the 1v1 tiebreaker.
Yeah, Matsi definitely the most dominant force on the field right now. Everybody else in red on their second stock, but he is untouched. He finally gets a nair off on him. K having a little unarmed battle off stage. Matsi unable to get the save, but it wasn't even really worth it because his teammate was already in red. And now they just have a confident lead, one full stock up. He tries to get the follow-up with the nair there, but unfortunately it wasn't true. And the Spirited dodges, and he ends up only putting damage out on his own teammate. But still a very confident lead. Lots of Spirit nairs coming out. Lots of SIGs coming out from Matsi, which has been working very well for him, just building up this damage, which is what they need.
Yeah, definitely. But once again, I mean, you know, similar to game number 2, you know, Team WSC, I think they have to focus on K here, try to see if you can get the damage done on towards K, and probably just leave Matsi a little bit. I mean, you know, still get those hits in, but yeah, there we go. You took out Matsi's second stock here, and now you got you know, that brief moment where you could possibly took out K, but they're unable to do so. And now as Matsi joined down to their last stock here, it's gonna be interesting to see what's the play coming in from WSC here because Aetherium has the lead right now.
Yeah, Matsi starting to crack under the pressure, throwing out a random D-Sig and taking some damage for it after getting slightly edge-guarded up the side of the stage. Yeah, K not able to live as long as he probably could have, and now Matsi's in the 1v2 again. I mean, if he can take out Duke, who's closer to kill percent, anything is possible, especially with Wu Shang Sigs. And yet, Matsi really controlling the stage once again in the 1v2. Dispirited and Duke just cannot hit him. But both opponents are in kill percent here. It really comes down to the last hit. I mean, anything goes. Wow.
Oh, the Pogo though.
Just like, the full
That's definitely.
sends. Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, sad to see, but yeah, Team WSE is right now up. It's 2-1. Let's see what's gonna be changed coming in from Team Aetherium. Now looks like it's gonna be a legend swap, but let's see here. I mean, it's game number 4. It's 2-1 right now for Team WSE. I mean, so far, I mean, it started off to be an Aetherium game, but then afterwards, slowly, as WSC got accustomed to WSC got accustomed to you know, just the playstyles of Team Aetherium here, they were able to kind of adapt.
Yeah, K, honestly, he really just needs to spend more time sharking on his last stock red. I mean, he's got 8 defense. If he's in red, it's going to take a little bit more than regular hits to kill him. So, like, when he realizes he's on last stock and Matsi has 2, he just needs to run away. But he's still trying to play neutral and trying to fight, and he's just dying too early, and Matsi can't close out the game. And also, it seemed like Matsi was cracking under the pressure of, you know, a high-stakes situation there. He threw out a D-Sig, which on like the wrong side of the map, and then there at the end he had a perfect edge guard position and just gives it all away with this ground pound and gets punished for it. But I mean, Matsy's been playing phenomenal neutral though, so as long as K stays alive and Matsy doesn't have to be in a last stock situation, then Aetherium should be able to bring this back.
100%. But we're gonna be seeing a different map here. It's gonna be what's this map name again?
Mishima Dojo, I believe is what it's
Right.
called.
Shima Dojo, right? I forgot. I just remember this as a second aid map.
Yeah.
Is this the second? This is the second aid map.
Yes, this is
Yeah,
the
okay, right,
Tekken map.
I got confused with them. Anyways, getting back into the game here. Team Aetherium has the lead once again. You know, Dispirited, kind of the most damage on the field. Never mind, K also joining in. Dispirited falls. You know, they may be soon to fall here. I don't know, but Maxi, you know, trying to put in the work on towards Duke here. Trying to get someone strong started here, but it's concerning to see Dispirited's health kind of deplete there a little bit there. But you know, Maxi and Duke right now, kind of the most. Duke dropped there off for stock there, but Maxi, you know, he's always going to be holding those stocks. The normal being. So let's see.
Yeah, Matsy playing pretty decent. Aetherium still has the lead in the beginning of the game as usual. K tends to take a lot more damage than Matsy, but yeah. They're playing some immaculate neutral, but it just seems like WSE is throwing out the bigger hits, and the D-Sig actually connects there, and it seems like this is a big chance for a combo, but Matsy folds the team combo. That is the second follow-up he's missed so far, which could have led to some big damage, but luckily they still have the lead.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're playing in a setting like this, I mean, the nerves get to you, man. I mean, you know, it's really rough, and then sometimes, I guess, you know, there's misinputs and all of that, but I mean, regardless, that was still pretty huge coming in from the blue team. And right now, I mean, if they get the Spirited out, I think that will be pretty huge to push us to game 5.
Yeah, Dispirited and Red on his last stock. Really, all they need is one big hit. Any Onyx or Wu Shang Sig should kill. And there it is. I think, no, the D-Light Nair doesn't take him off the top, shockingly. But, I mean, really, yeah, the Ulgrim D-Sig from his teammate unfortunately hits him, and now he's in the 1v2. And, I mean, if he can get a lucky Gimp here, I see some sort of hope, but, oh. Yeah, he seems to be trying to bait his opponents out, and it's kind of working. I mean, they seem to be walking into a decent amount of attacks.
He touched there. Still in touch. He touched.
Wow, he catches the recovery there. I mean, he's not doing too bad in this 1v2. He's playing it really slow. I mean, that's really all he can do in this situation. But unfortunately, he's just not getting enough damage, it looks like. He catches the N-Sig, though. I mean, if he... Yeah, I was hoping he would get a land skip on K here, and then he'd be in the 1v1, but it seems like it just didn't work out, and the recovery takes him off the top. And it seems like you're also getting a hello from Sudi.
Okay, bye. So yeah, game number 5, I mean, yeah, this is anybody's game here. But if WC takes this, it's going to be, ooh, whoa, this is interesting. The swap. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing a swap here from this bird. Swapping from the Orion is gonna be the burn now.
Yeah, they're going from double lance to double axe. I mean, I'm glad that there's no gold flares fighting here, because they would be crying right now. This is some very meta picks coming out. But I think that Aetherium can still bring this back, as they've been showing their chemistry is just better. But let's see what the Bryn can do from Dispirited.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. So definitely an interesting swap, especially in the game 5. But I guess it's fair because you know, Dispirited didn't live too well on that in that last game there. I mean, he did leave Duke in the 2v1 position, and you know, right now in this game, once again, Dispirited is the most damage on the field, and it's not like he's just on yellow or something. He's, you know, in the red, and honestly, yeah, he's at KO percentage right now. So if anything, I don't know, man. Aetherium, I think they got WSE figured out, man. I think they actually do.
Yeah, Aetherium really just showing that they're the better 2v2 team. They just have more chemistry so far. Yeah, as far as WSE goes, it seems like they can win the neutral and the individual 1v1s, but when it comes down to the team neutral, they're just not getting all the hits out that they need.
Yeah. So, yeah, once again, I mean, it's looking pretty rough here for Team WSE because, I mean, Matsi, you know, you would expect them to be like the most, living the longest here on the team here. And, you know, he's holding this first stock really well. And I was about to say same for K, but K loses his first stock there and going down to the second there. But, yeah, once again, Dispirited, put in a position where, like, you know, he's the most damage on the field, and he's already going down to his last. It's definitely not what WSE wants right now, in this game 5 situation, especially because you're down in the 3s, and you must win the 2s in order to, win this, push it to the 1v1 tiebreaker.
Right. I mean, Matsu just catching a lot of SIGs at the edge of the map. It's his SIG accuracy, yeah, he just catches the side SIG there. These Wu Shang SIGs are just coming out, and so many of them are hitting that, I mean, like, even when he misses, it doesn't look like he is, because he's just putting out so much damage. And yeah, now they're up 2 full stocks. I mean, K almost getting taken off the top, but the 8 defense coming in clutch there. If anybody gets the kill here on K, it'll probably be Duke, because it seems like he's trying to hit him more. Yeah, Duke catches the Sair onto K, and now Aetherium's only 1 stock up and Massey's in red, so the lead isn't really too big, but I mean, as long as Massey holds on to the stock and K doesn't get gimped or something, Aetherium should have this locked in the bag.
Ooh, they try to get cheeky with that down sig there. Oh, but, cheeky down sig from Duke does catch, but the side sig! Oh, Matty takes him out, and that's it. It's a 2v1 position. This is not good for WSE in the game 5 here. Matty with the edge, the pogo. Oh my god, you see the like ground pound, and that's it. 2-0, WSE is out.